Hi, everyone. This is Maheen, and welcome to the CanadianSME Small Business Podcast. Today, we are discussing how to make enterprise-grade technology accessible for everyday entrepreneur. Because in 2026, digital transformation isn't just for giants; it's really about using smarter AI and Microsoft 365 solutions to build efficient, practical, and scalable businesses. Joining us is Maria Garcia de la Corte, the partner and business development director at Inside View Global. Maria is a global part entrepreneur who has built businesses in Australia and across Europe before making Vancouver her home. Today, she leads a consultancy that has seen over 228% revenue growth while simultaneously building a practitioner community for over 800 members. So, without further ado, let's dive in and welcome Maria Garcia. Maria Garcia, it's a pleasure having you on the show today. Welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Maheen, so much. I really appreciate the warm welcome. And hello to everyone turning in today as well. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are.
Perfect. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for your time again. And Maria Garcia, your journey, it has taken you through Spain, through England, Germany, and Australia before you landed here in BC. You must have had, a global perspective on growth. Tell us, how has your international experience shaped your approach to building business communities?
Well, I think living and working across all those countries before settling here in Vancouver gave me something that you cannot really replicate just in classrooms. It is something that you learn very quickly. The businesses is fundamentally human. The tools change, the languages change, the market dynamics change, but people everywhere want the same thing, I guess, to feel seen, supported, and grow alongside others that they trust. When I built and sold my business in Australia, I was doing it as an outsider in many ways. And that experience gave me a deep understanding for what it feels like to navigate in a new ecosystem without a network. And that is exactly why I pour so much energy in building communities today. And I never want someone to feel like they have to figure it out all alone, like I did sometimes.
That is a beautiful intro. Thank you so much, Maria Garcia, for walking us through that cross-cultural fluency and entrepreneurial grit. It allows you to build ecosystems that are uniquely empathetic to the diverse needs of Canadian founders. Now let's explore making enterprise technology accessible for SMEs. Tell us, what misconceptions do SMEs have about digital transformation?
Well, the biggest one I hear constantly is that is for big companies, not for us. And people assume that because enterprise technology has enterprise in it, it requires an enterprise budget, an enterprise IT team, and that's simply not true anymore. What we do at Inside View Global is meet businesses owners exactly where they are, and we show them the tools like Microsoft 365 and AI solutions like our own built rapid deploy AI are designed to save you time and money from day one.
Mhm.
Another misconception that I have seen as well is that digital transformation is a just one time project, and it is not. You have to change your mindset, and once you do it, once you embrace it, you start seeing opportunities to work smarter and do it anywhere. And honestly, for a small and a business, no, for small and medium businesses, if you have that capability and agility to change that mindset, that will give you competitive advantage over other giants companies.
Mhm. Oh, that is this shift in the focus from buying tech to solving organization challenges that ensures that businesses only invest in the solutions that actually drive operational value. Next up, let's look at scaling a fast-growing local tech ecosystem. Maria Garcia, what gap did you see in Vancouver's tech scene, and what can attendees expect from the summit?
Okay, so over 3 years ago, when we first arrived in Vancouver, we noticed that there were a lot of conversation happening in sites. So tech people were talking to tech people, entrepreneurs talking to entrepreneurs, but it was really the occasion that they were all in the same room with a shared purpose. So the Vancouver Microsoft 365 Summit was born last year from that observation. We
Mhm.
wanted to create a space where practitioners and business leaders, as well as decision makers, could come together to share real and practical knowledge. Not just to show product demos or just to have, but also have the genuine conversations about what is working, what is not, and where we are all heading towards. And what attendees can expect is exactly that: honest, high value content delivered by people who actually were and are still in the trenches. So it is community first event, and that makes, I would say, the biggest difference attending to that.
Right, right, right. That is very insightful, Maria Garcia. I mean, creating a space where 800 plus practitioners can share knowledge. It proves that Vancouver is becoming a true global hub for AI and Microsoft innovation. And this is for all the founders and the practitioners that are watching us. In 2026, the tech literacy is your strongest currency. And if you are in Vancouver area, you cannot afford to miss the Microsoft 365 Summit this September. Maria and her team at Inside View Global, they are doubling the program and capacity because the hunger for practical AI adoption is real. So please don't just implement tools, build the knowledge and the confidence to make them work for you. Now coming back to the conversation, Maria Garcia, let's explore balancing business growth with family life. How do you balance building a business while really raising a family?
Well, thank you for the question, Maheen. I will completely be honest with you. I don't think balance is a permanent state. It is something that you have to recalibrate constantly. And what helps me being focused is being very intentional about where the energy goes to. So Luis and I are partners in life and business. And that means that we have built our own company in a way that reflects also our family values. We
Mm.
protect our time together. We include our child in our world and we include him as much as possible. But we have also we had to learn that saying no to the wrong things is just as important as saying yes to the right things. And some weeks, businesses and our business takes everything, and some other weeks, family comes first. We have we have made peace with that, to be honest. And being a mother, I think it has made me a better leader and also helped me to focus my empathy in a ways that I wasn't expecting to grow.
Got it. Got it. No, that is quite insightful, Maria Garcia. And it tells us that balancing a product-led growth strategy with the demands of a young family requires a level of efficiency and focus that only a true entrepreneur can master. Finally, let's look at driving inclusion through purpose-led initiatives. Tell us, why is economic inclusion central to your mission?
I would say because I have lived it. I have lived it for many years. And when you're building something in a country that is not where you grew up, in a language that it might not be your first, and navigating systems that were not designed with you in mind, basically, you understand very deeply that many talents get left behind, not just because you are different, it's just because you don't have the right doors open. That's one of the reasons why we created the community Conexión Empresarial con Propósito. And I co-created this with Luis, and it's exactly the reason why we've done it, because we want to make a change and also give opportunities for multicultural entrepreneurs in Vancouver.
Right.
And also, I believe that if we create the conditions for diverse business owners to thrive, we also benefit with it. So the innovation, the perspective, the resilience, those are things that entrepreneurs from different countries as well can bring to the table. And inclusion is not just a nice thing to have. Is also a growth strategy for the whole ecosystem, not only here in Vancouver, but everywhere in Canada.
Right. That is a good way to put things into perspective. You know, when we empower multicultural entrepreneurs with the right technology and the right connections, we really unlock a massive amount of untapped innovation for the entire country. This was a great conversation, Maria Garcia. Thank you. We really appreciate all the insights that you were able to share with us and telling us about such an important event that would really unlock great opportunities for the listeners. As we wrap up, if there's one piece of advice that you would like to give to business owners that are comparing their journeys to others, what would it be?
I would say stop scrolling through all these people's highlights reels and stop comparing them to your behind the scenes. Because every business you admire has a story that you are not seeing. The failure launches, the sleepless nights, the pivots that felt like failure sometimes. So your timeline is yours. So what I would encourage you to do instead of comparing to other is to be curious. So reach out the people you admire, ask the real questions, join communities where people are sharing thoughts and ideas honestly, and also focus your energy on your own next step instead of someone else's chapter, maybe number 10. So
Mhm.
progress compounds quietly, and trust the process and trust yourself.
That is such a great reminder that our only competition is who we were yesterday. Thank you so much, Maria Garcia, again for your time and for sharing such great insights and your vision with us.
Thank you, Maheen. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.
And listeners, that was Maria Garcia from Inside View Global, a masterclass in building global communities, making AI accessible, and growing a family business with purpose. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. Please be sure to subscribe and visit CanadianSME.ca for more resources. To learn more about how we are supporting the ecosystem, please visit Canadian SME Small Business Foundation at smefoundation.ca. A special shout out to our partners, UPS and ADP, for their ongoing commitment to empowering small businesses across Canada. Please keep thriving, and we'll see you in the next one.